In the United States, there are about 800,000 deaf individuals. These individuals are our neighbors, friends, and colleagues. A lot of them have fully assimilated into our culture, communicating with us through interpreters and lip reading. That being said, for a lot of deaf individuals, their primary means of communication is American Sign Language. Here at the University of Virginia, we have a full American Sign Language program, committed to helping hearing students learn. Our goal was to help these students, creating a product that would help them learn the foundations. To start, we spoke with Professor Gregory Propp, head of the American Sign Language program here at the university. He told us ways that technology would be able to help American Sign Language students. Here's our conversation with him. Hi, Professor Propp. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. We're hoping that you could just talk a little bit about an area where you see technology being able to help students who are trying to learn American Sign Language.
Okay. There are a lot of new products coming out, and we see them at conventions and everything, and they're generally very expensive. The gloves go on the hands, associated software and everything that are just impractical and too expensive for a small program like us. One of the first things we teach in the first couple weeks of our beginning courses is fingerspelling, and fingerspelling is a foundation for not just a very small but basic portion of sign language, which is to fingerspell names, products, things like that. But also, you use the hand shapes in the development of signs to say, oh, that's a B hand shape, that's a C hand shape, to form signs. But, a strong knowledge of what it should be is important.
Thank you.
No problem.
To see how our product works, let's take a student, Alex. Alex is a first year at the University of Virginia and is interested in taking a foreign language. After seeing all of the languages, there's one language that stands out to Alex. Alex signs up for ASL 1010. On the first day of class, the teacher starts with the American Sign Language alphabet, as this is the most important concept. Alex learns it and thinks that after the first and second class, he has it down pat. Little does Alex know that this concept is incredibly foundational for his later learning. So after the third or fourth class, when the professor is still talking about the American Sign Language alphabet, Alex has checked out. This is where our product comes into play. Now, the professor can make sure that students like Alex truly know the alphabet as well as they should. He practices and finds pretty quickly that he doesn't know the alphabet as well as he should. Thanks to our program, Alex gets real-time feedback on how he can improve. The next day, Alex shows up to class and knows the American Sign Language as well as he should. And now, to explain how our product works, I'll hand it off to my friend, Richard Park.
CNNs are considered to be the gold standard in image recognition. Using data from the American Sign Language dataset, we had 55,000 pre-processed images, and we used a default test size of 25%, giving us about 40,000 for testing and 15 for training. We will correctly identify pictures of students' hand gestures, which means we'll need a high accuracy to begin with. We then train a model using convolutional neural networks from Keras, an open source neural network library. This will allow students attempting to learn sign language to know how close they are to each category. For each given image, we will display the classification letter, response value, and highlight the response values for the letter detected by our classifier. The Atom Optimizer was also used to improve our CNN. This is an algorithm for first-order gradient-based optimization, which finds the local minimum using gradient descent. After only receiving about 88% accuracy, which means about 5 or 6 letters could be misclassified, we ran 5 epochs over our training set and noticed an increase in overall accuracy to almost 99% on the test set.
In the scope of this project, we learned a lot. Not just how to use ML and concepts like CNN, but also how we can use these concepts to help real-world problems. We're proud of the work that we did and truly do feel that this project can be used by American Sign Language teachers to help their students learn. Thank you guys for your time.